Welcome to the violent world of Frank Parker. Strode, the maestro of wrestling. Ooh la la!
Johnny Blast!
Big Willie Blackheart!
And the Bandit!
The Bunkhouse Boys!
Diablo Jr., the best today.
Yeah!
The dark horse of Mountain State Wrestling, Matt Barnett.
Two-time MSW Wrestler of the Year, Chris King. You know who I am? I'm Ricky Shane.
The Reckoning, Dwayne Tenney.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Jacques Moliere, here with the outlaw rock star, Stephen Hensley's. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Kramer Security, Mark Hunt & Associates, West Virginia Quitline, and last but not least, Lewis Automotive. Thank you very much.
All fine sponsors and fans, we've got a great main event for you this morning. It's going to be the former king of West Virginia, Ricky Shane, a man I hope to get destroyed by his opponent this morning, the current king of West Virginia, the man who crushes all, the Bulldozer. We've also got other great superstars this morning. We've got Strode, the maestro of wrestling. We have Tommy Hawk. We have the Patriot. We have Andy Awesome. We have Marcus Awesome. We have Terry Ring, and so much more. Stick with us. We'll be right back after these words from Larry Light.
This is Commissioner Larry Light. If your club or your school or your civic organization would like to have the great stars of NWA Mountain State Wrestling come to your town, you give us a call at area code 304-673-2054 or check us out on the web at mountainstatewrestling.com.
And you see making his way out to the rings this morning, fans, the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Carl, accompanied by Terry Ring and the Baltimore Bad Boy Andy Awesome. Big six-man action this morning as you see Carl proudly display the Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight title.
Well, I got a question. Did Andy Awesome lose a bet or something? I mean, this is the second time in a row I've seen the man not be able to get some attire together. How unprofessional is that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Unprofessional. Whatever, Jay Styles. That man does what he wants when he wants. He is the Baltimore Bad Boy. He learned to fight in the streets before he ever stepped foot into a wrestling ring. You think Carl cares what his partner's wearing? He only cares that his partner is effective when he faces the men making their way out to the ring right now.
The men that are coming out are the true men of the Mountain State. Look and listen to that.
You mean that in the loosest sense of the word, don't you?
Listen to that ovation for some of the great wrestlers of Mountain State Wrestling, Johnny Blast, the American Patriot, and the man who should be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Maestro.
That's right. So many great wrestlers out here this morning, and the Maestro, the Patriot, and Johnny Blast get to stare across the ring at them as their opponents.
Sorry, I can't hear you over all the ovation, Steve.
There's a lot of stupid people here tonight, aren't there?
There is not.
And they're all clapping for the biggest Muppets of them all.
I can't believe it. I'm still getting hassled by the Carl's team. I hope that they can wrestle better than they can hassle me.
Jacques Moliere for the ring introduction.
This match is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is a 6-man tag match. First, introducing, in his corner right here, Andy Awesome Terry Ring, and the Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Their opponents, introducing Johnny Black.
He doesn't want to say my name with the title, sir. And don't let him touch it.
I might let him shine it for you. You take real good care of that.
I absolutely will, Mr. Reed. Will you quit pound nosing and get back to the action, sir?
All right, we're getting ready to get things underway. As always, I'm the Outlaw Rockstar. I'd like to say to all my fans, how you doing, everybody?
What?
That's right, my catchphrase. How you doing, everybody?
Your catchphrase.
I have lots of catchphrases.
So among other things, you are now a thief.
I'm not a thief. I like to think of myself that rediscovers things that used to be mediocre and somehow makes them great.
Well, Jacques makes the saying great, not you, sir. Andrew Gibson trying to
Well,
get
there's an
one
easily debatable subject.
Andrew Gibson trying to get one man in there right now. And Strome's ready to get fired up and get ready to get this contest started. And none of these three cowards can see the... And there we go. Andrew Gibson calls for the bell.
First look in a while at Mr. Terry Ring. He made a brief stop in the Mountain State Wrestling scene last year. He's back again, and he's set to prove himself this morning, aligning himself with the heavyweight champ and the Baltimore Bad Boy. And first time out in a while, he picked a tall task, the Maestro of Wrestling.
Yeah, I got to give it to Terry Ring. I mean, he does travel here. He's been in the Pittsburgh area. He's been in the Tennessee area.
I think the Baltimore Bad Boy's threatening to slap your teeth right out of your mouth. I would like to see that. Why don't you wrestle him next?
You never know. Stranger things may happen. And now, speaking of strange things...
Someone accepted a proposal from you, I heard.
I can't hear you.
I said somebody accepted a proposal. Stranger things have indeed happened. Strangely enough, the Maestro coming out over top of Terry Ring in that exchange. Terry Ring may have taken him for granted on account of the fact that he's about 92 years old and still wrestling.
That is not true. In fact, this is a man who was in WWE Magazine this month.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
On newsstands now.
Must have been a slow month.
It was not a slow month. Another collar elbow tie for Terry Ring, pushing the Maestro into the corner and taking advantage of Maestro being in that downtrodden position, and the cockiness now by Terry Ring. Uh-oh. Looks like it's time for someone to go to the woodshed.
I think he pulled the hair.
Tommaso Ciampa, the signature move of the Maestro. And that doesn't tickle fans. And here comes Johnny Blast.
Terry Ring is in a world of trouble right now. This is not the scenario I expected, but see Terry Ring, very, very skilled in that ring. We haven't seen him in a while. Looked like he was in a lot of trouble, but he was thinking 5 moves ahead the entire time once the Maestro gained the advantage on how to regain the advantage for his team. And a quick jawbreaker, and attack to the Baltimore Bad Boy, Andy Awesome.
Oh, got a boot to the face, and Johnny Blast, running clothesline.
Johnny Blast using every underhanded tactic in the book to regain momentum.
And bringing in the American Patriot now, and continuing to take advantage of freshman.
Did you see the dust fly off of that elbow?
What?
The man who was around when the Liberty Bell got cracked is in the ring right now with the Baltimore Bad Boy.
That is not true. And what a fantastic monkey flip by the American Patriot.
The Baltimore Bad Boy rolling to the outside, because of the dust that entered his eye once the Patriot began to wrestle.
I tell you, I think Andy Awesome's tailbone got a little crack there and a little rubbing to the lower backside by Carl.
I think he nearly got blinded from the dust that flew off the body of the Patriot.
That is not even true.
Who dusted this guy off to wrestle this morning?
That is not true. This is a skilled competitor that you're looking at in the American Patriot. And now, speaking of skilled competitors, here comes the heavyweight champion.
That's right, skilled competitor, crazed competitor, heavyweight championship material realized. The Psycho Superman Carl.
And the man who calls out the voice of the truth is now on the short end of the stick as Maestro comes in. Maestro just measuring him.
Kick to the hand there. And Carl is in a lot of trouble. Maestro, he's a guy that knows how to take the body apart. Very skilled in submission maneuvers, very skilled at wearing a man down. You don't earn an NWA World Heavyweight title match without knowing the wrestling encyclopedia. And the Stro, like him or not, and I certainly don't, he knows what he's doing in that ring.
And he definitely does. And look at the Maestro just now wrenching that arm. And continuing to twist. It looks like he's about to pull it out of its socket.
Carl will just laugh and find a way to turn things around. That's the kind of competitor he is.
Well, Carl not laughing now, but ensuring pain with a closed fist. A tactic that I cannot agree with.
Carl climbing the ropes. Putting himself in position. He's going all the way up top.
Oh, no!
And he just snapped the Maestro's arm across that top rope. Stro somehow, though, firing back repeatedly with those chops with that hurt arm already.
And outside the ring goes Carl as the men regroup.
Back in the ring, though, I don't know if our cameras were showing it, the Stro is still shaking off the pain he's feeling in that arm.
Well, I tell you what, Carl is also known to take apart a body part from time to time, and he's now taking his sweet time to get in the ring.
Well, of course he is. He found himself in a trouble scenario, and he's trying to find a way out of it. Stro, though, he doesn't want Carl to turn things around. He gets right back up on top of him, takes Carl over the ropes, and a heavy forearm blow across the chest of Carl. Stro grabs the hold of the head, an illegal maneuver, by the way, and brings him back in.
Wait, that is not an illegal maneuver.
What, grabbing the hair and using it? That's not an illegal maneuver?
That's referee's discretion. Andrew Gibson there, giving a little leeway to this big match. And I tell you, what a match to open the hour. And the fans, you don't want to go anywhere. In this hour, you're going to see Marcus Awesome, Chad Cross, Tommy Hawk, Ricky Shane, and the Bulldozer.
Right now, the Maestro and the Patriot double teaming Carl. That looked like a low blow to me.
No, I believe that hit the inner thigh area.
I have to argue with everything you say this morning, as always, Jay Styles. You can say it's up to the referee's discretion, but I believe that referee being allowed to have discretion here in Mountain State Wrestling is an indiscretion on the part of Leonard Sims. You can't trust either of those men. It's obvious who they favor in this contest. You think if Carl was pulling on the Patriots hair, you think if Carl was low-billing the Maestro, that he'd jump in there and break it up? You see he's right there on top of things now, issuing a 5 count once Carl turns things around.
Well, wait a minute. You are so biased that it's unbelievable. Now look at the double team effort.
Well, I think it's rather obvious whose pocket you're in.
And I still call it down the middle, sir. How dare you question the integrity of the voice of tradition?
It's fairly easy. You have none. The Patriot firing away on the Baltimore bad boy, but Andy Awesome, not to be overcome easily, goes right back to work on the Patriot with a rake of the eyes, a little payback for his team's earlier misdeeds, and a tag into Terry Ring, who's been champing at the bit to do what he wanted to do at the beginning of the contest, and that's make a statement.
Wait a minute, now what about this? What about them using double boots on a man like the Patriot?
An eye for an eye. You and all the little mups of the Mountain State may have loved it when the Patriot and the Stro were double teaming Carl, but you don't like it so much now. That's the Baltimore bad boy and Terry Ring, do ya? Terry Ring with a nice grapevine of the legs across the throat of the Patriot, cutting off the oxygen supply.
And that looks like trying to put the Patriot to sleep, but to no avail. What is Carl doing?
It's like I said earlier, it's payback. If Stroh and Blast and Patriot want to bend the rules, fine, go ahead. Carl, Andy Awesome, Terry Ring, they reinvented the book on bending the rules to win matches.
That's a shame. That is a true shame that someone would have to cheese like that to win matches.
It's a shame that you can't recognize everyone in this business that wants to succeed does it. What really irritates me isn't so much the fact that guys like you, the Stroh, Johnny Blast, and the Patriot like to bend the rules. It's the fact that you won't recognize the fact that you're doing it.
Tag down brings in Johnny Blast.
But Terry Ring tag into the Psycho Superman.
Johnny Blast not Terry Who's in the ring with them. Punches and kicks just roll around. Knuckle sandwiches being served here this morning. And the Gibson starting the count.
Punches and chops being thrown all over the ring. The Baltimore Bad Boy and the Patriot, Carl and Johnny Blast, Terry Ring and the Stroh. Carnage and mayhem everywhere you look. Carl holds Blast.
Wait a minute, no! Andy Awesome inadvertently.
No!
Out of the ring goes Andy Awesome.
And a miscommunication. Looks like it's going to cost Carl. And Johnny Blast goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. And that's going to be it. Oh, no. And one miscommunication. That's all it took. And Johnny Blast has pinned the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Carl.
And I tell you, that has to send a message to the office that Carl should be putting that title on the line against Johnny Blast in the near future.
And you can see Andy Awesome absolutely upset beyond belief that that happened at all. And you can see the look of frustration on the face of Carl. And I hate to see this between such fine...
What were you thinking?
What did you do?
What did you think you were doing? You screwed up. You screwed up like you always screw up.
You're the one that moved. We had the match won.
No, you screwed up. And Bob Trowbridge doesn't take kindly to people who screw up on his watch. What do you think you were doing? What do you think? Get him up! Come on! Get him! Get him!
I don't know who I'm facing. All I know is they're not coming away with my title.
Saturday, June 11th in Hinton. Come and see it. God, I look good in gold.
June 18th, Alderson, West Virginia. I've only got one thing to say to you. Killing's my business. And that night, business will be booming. Fear the Reaper.
Company for finding that tape and educating me on what a great man Chad Cross has been for Mountain State Wrestling.
Great man or not, Chad Cross this morning is going to have his hands full. He's going up against a man, Marcus Awesome, who has a lot of momentum behind him right now. And he's not the kind of guy that wants to take a backseat to anybody.
Let's go to John.
This match is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First, an
great contest. Both men in great physiques, they're great shape, having great physiques.
I would have to argue that point. Both men may be in great shape, but only one of those men has a great physique. Chad Cross looks like he's gotten a little bit soft since we've seen him in a Mountain State Wrestling ring.
Well, I can't take anything away from Marcus Awesome. This is a man who's traveled Mississippi, Alabama, places all over the South, and has made a name for himself, and has done nothing more but to want to come to Mountain State Wrestling and climb that ladder along with his brother, Andy Awesome.
Have you ever known a greater brother tag team in this business? Of course you haven't.
The Brutus Brothers.
Maybe Cruise Control. They could give him a run for their money. That's about it.
Dream match in the works, maybe, ladies and gentlemen.
It is a dream match in the works. All right. Marcus and Chad circling each other, collar and elbow tie up to start things off.
And now, neither man having the real advantage here. Look at the brawn on both men. And whether Marcus Awesome getting the immediate advantage.
Of course he did. He's more athletically fit, and he's more sculpted than Chad Cross. I believe he does have a slight vertical advantage in that, even if they are evenly matched in power.
However, but Chad Cross with the reversal begins to work on the arm.
Marcus Awesome's got to find a way out of this one. Yeah, I mean, it's early in the contest, but the last thing you want to do is get stuck in a problem position for too long.
Absolutely, and I tell you, with the way that Chad Cross is going to work on it, Chad Cross is capitalizing that arm drags that he's offering. Marcus Awesome continues to work on the same arm. And
Marcus Awesome trying to tell the referee that Chad Cross pulled his hair.
What hair? Are you kidding?
He has hair. He has very thick, luxurious hair, and Chad Cross pulled it.
Is your bandana on too tight this morning, Steve?
No, I loosened it up during break. It's pretty hot here.
I will give you that one. I'm sweating to death in the great suits that are provided to me by Mountain State Wrestling salaries.
If only that were true, that you were sweating to death.
That is not even polite. All right, Chad Cross trying to get the fans fired up, and another collar elbow tie-up here.
Marcus Awesome goes straight for a knee to the gut, forearm blow to the back, and now just leveling Chad Cross with repeated forearm blows. Chad Cross flat on the mat. Marcus Awesome's going to bring him back up to a vertical base. Arm bar, holding on to a wrist lock. Uppercut, right around the elbow and the deltoids. I believe that cleared all the way up through there. But Chad Cross going right back to work on Marcus Awesome.
And I tell you what, if you notice Chad Cross very, very good, grabbing the same arm and continuing to dismantle that arm.
And Chad Cross showing a little bit of killer instinct out there, twisted right on through and went right on top of Marcus Awesome with an arm bar, just pulling back on it.
And I tell you what, Steve, this serves a double purpose in the fact that Chad Cross is not only, oh my, look at that, vertical base.
A lot of hang time on that one. And Chad Cross turns him over, hooks the leg. Marcus Awesome, though, kicked out before the 3 count.
Now, Steve, what I was going to say before that fantastic suplex is by taking out the arm of Marcus Awesome, that slows him down from, and even possibly dismantling him from being able to perform his finishing maneuver where he picks you up with both hands, the Awesome Bomb.
Well, let's call a spade here. He didn't take out the arm of Marcus Awesome, he tried to. He's still got a lot of work ahead of him if he wants to take anything out of Marcus Awesome.
And now he down again with a great Russian leg sweep. 2 count only, though, unfortunately.
Chad Cross saying come on to the referee, but trying to tell the ref what to do, despite the fact that Andrew Gibson is obviously the most biased official I've ever seen, telling him after the 2 counts already been called out, that's not going to cause anything to turn in your favor.
No, wait a minute, what is Marcus Awesome doing using the hair?
I didn't see that.
Oh, wait a minute, what's that?
Swinging neck breaker! Beautiful. Beautiful. Marcus Awesome going right back over on top of Cross, hooks the leg, 2 count. I thought he had him there.
I thought he had him for sure, too.
I think that was a slow count.
And now Marcus Awesome putting the boost to Chad Cross.
And Chad Cross, he's in a world of hurt right now. If you want to know what pain's like when you dish it out Awesome, look at Chad Cross's face right now. And Marcus Awesome using his shoulder as a battering ram here. pulling off the ropes and then using them to bring himself back in with as much momentum as possible. Snapmare takedown and a kick to the upper back of Chad Cross for good measure.
Halfway through this match this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and now looks like a modified surfboard stretch as Marcus Awesome just pulls back on Chad Cross.
The fans, the little Muppets of the Mountain State, getting behind Chad Cross, and they're firmly behind him. And Chad Cross trying to muscle his way back up to a vertical base. He's up at vertical base, elbow to the gut.
And now, wait a minute, he is fighting back. Oh, what a clubbing forearm by Marcus Awesome.
Marcus Awesome cut that comeback off very quickly.
Absolutely. And now Marcus Awesome back in control. Great European uppercut, Steve.
Looked like he caught Cross square in the face with that one.
And a little showboating. What is that all about?
Why not? You know, you're out here to make a statement. You're firmly in control. He's at a point in the contest where he doesn't feel like he needs to worry about Chad Cross. And from the way Chad Cross's face is looking, I can't blame him. Why not showboat a little bit? Give the fans the extra time to get that snapshot they've always wanted of Marcus Awesome. It's a good keepsake to have, you know? Inspire your kids to not only be winners, but to be awesome winners, like Marcus Awesome. Last thing you want is for your kid to grow up looking like Chad Cross.
What's wrong with the look on Chad Cross? Look at this small package.
But a kick out by Awesome. Awesome's done too much groundwork already, but Cross first man up to his feet.
Wait a minute, what is this? Chad Cross.
Marcus missed with that clothesline. Chad Cross picks him up, back suplex, hooks the leg.
2 count only though.
And Chad Cross trying to turn things around here. He's in a position that he hasn't been in for a while to do it.
Holy Mother of Moses!
And Marcus Awesome just ended that comeback once again. No matter what Chad Cross wants to do out there, it seems like Marcus Awesome's always 2 steps ahead of him.
And wait a minute, now Marcus Awesome with all of it, Chad Cross over.
And you can hear that all around the building.
I can't believe that.
Chad Cross getting close to those ropes, and that might not be a bad place for him to get. Awesome decides to go for a submission maneuver. All he has to do is reach his hand out to break it up. Marcus Awesome bringing him back up to a vertical base, positioning Chad Cross.
And wait a minute, is he going to go for another suplex?
Nails it. That was really, really awesome, wasn't it?
It was very good.
Awesome.
It was good.
Awesome. Chad Cross still trying to mount a comeback. Repeated blows to the solar plexus of Marcus Awesome. Marcus Awesome being slowed for the moment. Chad Cross just falls back. That looked nasty from over here. Marcus Awesome's arm must have absorbed a lot of punishment there. It looks like his face may have hit off the mat as well. Chad Cross is doing a lot in the blink of an eye to get himself into this one left and right, but every time, and you can see it right now, Marcus Awesome absorbing his punishment and sending it right back at him.
And wait a minute, and now Chad Cross continuing to fight back and give it all that he has here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute.
Well, Chad Cross has a lot of heart, and he has the fans. That and a quarter still won't buy you a cup of coffee in today's economy. Heck, that and $4 won't get you a tank of gas. Nope. Not even a gallon.
No kidding, and that's an unfortunate tragedy. Oh, what a leg drop by Marcus Awesome.
It's a very awesome leg drop.
Great find the leg.
Awesome hook of the leg, almost had him.
1 minute remaining. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty in this match here, ladies and gentlemen.
And Marcus Awesome just towering over Chad Cross. And what can Chad Cross do to turn things around at this point? I mean,
I think it's survival at this point.
Bullet point to bullet point. The majority of this match has been owned by Marcus Awesome. And what the heck is Tommy Hawk doing out here?
Well, look at the look on Tommy Hawk's face.
Is he supposed to be a road cone with a headdress?
No, he is not.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Marcus, no! How cheap! How cheap is this? And the heck business did Tommy Hawk have out here this morning, Jonathan Styles?
I don't know. I know that there has been some animosity between the two men. But Chad Cross took great advantage of that situation now.
Yeah, real stand-up guy, Chad Cross. Stealing a victory. You're a great role model.
How is he stealing a victory? He just took advantage of what was given to him. And I tell you, it's great to see.
Sounds like a real Christian thing to do, take advantage of someone.
The Lord blessed him with an opportunity, and he capitalized.
Marcus Awesome, disappointed, and can you blame him? He's mad, he's angry, and I hope he gets his hand on Tommy Hawk very soon.
Marcus Awesome, extremely frustrated, and I can't blame him. But that's what happens when you jaw jack with the man outside of the ring, rather than concentrating on the man that is inside the ring.
Hey, Southern West Virginia, are you tired of the tricks and gimmicks when you're trying to buy a new car? Well, at Lewis Nissan, we'll guarantee you the absolute lowest price every day, plus 0% APR. We'll guarantee you the most for your trade-in. Bad credit or no credit, that is something Lewis can definitely help you with. And with Nissan's lineup of fuel-efficient vehicles, we'll also save you money down the road. Come on in today and get the best customer service guaranteed. Only at Lewis Nissan in Beckley. Call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout Southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street Beckley or Walker Street Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
For the past 16 years, Mark Hunt has helped hundreds of people who were injured in a car wreck. Mark Hunt and Associates help people put their lives back together after a car wreck. We get cars repaired, medical bills and lost wages paid, and get you the compensation deserved. Call Mark Hunt and Associates. We have the experience to help you when you can't help yourself. Mark Hunt and Associates, 304-344-1800, or on the web at www.markahunt.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this match is scheduled for one fall with a 10-minute time limit. First, in this corner right here, introducing Tommy Hawk. Second, his opponent, introducing the masked man. Ref for this match,
the masked man brought in at one point to make sure that Stroh got the message.
Well, Stroh's been getting that message for the last month and a half now. And there's the bell. We're going to start this one off. And what do you think right now if you're Tommy Hawk? What's going through your head?
Well, I think if you're Tommy Hawk, you have to really think, what strategy do I want to imply against a man who I don't even know who is in front of me? I have to almost look at the body type, look at the height, and try to figure out, okay, do I want to work on the legs? Do I want to take out the arms? Do I want to try some power moves? Do I want to quickly try to get a submission style? Tommy Hawk's really going to have to think on his feet and do some improvisational wrestling in that ring this morning.
Well, Tommy Hawk, the one thing he didn't want to do is what he did at the beginning of this contest, and that was put himself in a potentially advantageous situation to offer a clean break. And you see that what that got him, the masked man right on top of him, choking the life out of him.
Tommy Hawk doing a little bit of the war dance in there. Wait a minute.
Well, that did him a lot of good. The masked man just having his way with Tommy Hawk right now. Just kind of kicking him around like a little boy. Which is what I imagine this guy thinks of Tommy Hawk as, a little boy in a man's business.
Well, it's hard to know what this masked man is thinking. This is somebody who we have no indication of as far as background or anything, Steve, and you know all the secrets usually of the locker room.
Well, the proof's in the pudding. Following a fantastic running back elbow to Tommy Hawk in that corner, the masked man right on top of him, draping his knee onto the back of Tommy Hawk, cutting off the oxygen supply, choking him against that middle rope. The masked man, he's not worried about thinking about things right now. All he's out there to do is to have fun and to hurt Tommy Hawk. He's making a statement for the future.
And he absolutely is. The masked man trying to send a message to not only Tommy Hawk. Oh, wow. I think he damaged the kidneys on that one. But I believe to the rest of the Mountain State Wrestling locker room.
After this match, we might have to call Tommy Hawk Big Chief Tap Out.
What? Wait a minute, Tommy Hawk though fighting back. Oh, but unfortunately stopped a little bit.
Tommy Hawk nearly getting knocked out. That was beautiful.
Left though. By the masked man now. Fans, you don't want to go anywhere. The main event has been set for the hour. Ricky Shane taking on the Bulldozer.
This is almost painful to watch. I mean, I don't like Tommy Hawk, but this is a merciless beating. Actually, I'm kidding. This isn't hard to watch at all. What? I love one-sided fights.
Would you love it if the Maestro got his hands on the masked man finally?
Of course I would. It would be a one-sided fight in favor of the masked man.
The Maestro would win that match.
Why do you always try to talk over top of me, Jonathan Styles?
That sounds like something that the people at Something Awful would talk about.
Well, they're a lot smarter than you are. Not very smart, but a lot smarter than you are. Tommy Hawk pushing the masked man off across the ropes. Masked man falls to the clothesline. Tommy Hawk lateral press. No hook of the leg there. That shows the inexperience of the rookie.
Nah, Tommy Hawk has been around for a while.
If Tommy Hawk were smart, he would stomp the masked man straight in the sunglasses, try to shatter them, maybe lacerate the eye.
Well, I think Tommy Hawk's a little bit above board to do something less destructive than...
Well, I would agree with one thing. Tommy Hawk isn't very smart.
What?
That's what you said, right? Tommy Hawk isn't smart?
I don't...
You said that he was above that, so of course he isn't very smart. Otherwise, he'd be in a good position right now in this contest. The masked man is just having his way with him.
Oh, look at that elbow.
The masked man draping his foot across the throat of Tommy Hawk. And Tommy Hawk just spasming in pain and panic.
Tommy Hawk, though, needs to find some way to get out of this. If he does, can he be building up with that signature Tomahawk chop off the top rope? And one better than the other. There it is.
But the masked man, and one thing, we might not know a lot about this guy, but watching the way that he's moving out there, watching the way he's acting, this guy has experience. Tommy Hawk hit his move. He rolled straight to the outside of the ring. No chance of pinfall right there. The masked man making his way up on the ring apron very slowly. And,
wait a minute, what is that all about?
And he caught Tommy Hawk in a trap there. Just slingshotting him first across the ropes. And he's going right to work on that arm there. And almost an overhead version of a hammerlock. Tommy Hawk in a lot of trouble. He's been in a lot of trouble for a while.
And I tell you, this is the pace of this match has changed entirely now to the favor of the masked man as he continues to work on the arm of Tommy Hawk.
Well, he doesn't want a repeat of that tomahawk chop, so let's go ahead and take one of those wings off of him. You remember, about a month ago, Tommy Hawk hurt that arm in a match against Ron Sexton. So why not hurt it again?
Well, injuries aside, what a suplex by the masked man. Injuries aside, Tommy Hawk has many weapons in his arsenal that will allow him to garner a victory here this morning. Wait a minute, what is that?
I believe that's a chain.
Andrew comes, he says no.
Of course he says no.
Well, it's not a no disqualification match. Oh, but it's low blow. Wait a minute.
I saw a jab to the solar plexus. What happened?
No.
Oh, a victory for the masked man. Turns out... Turns out Big Chief Broken Wing with his higher road tactics not working out too well this morning. The masked man walks away with a victory, and continues to make a statement in Mountain State Wrestling.
Well, I tell you, I feel bad for Tommy Hawk. He's going to need some Icy Hot or some sort of other material backstage.
He might want to consider a career change. That arm's been taking a lot of punishment. I don't know how many weeks he can come out here to have people target that arm.
Poor Tommy Hawk seeming to nurse that arm.
Very long time to get to his feet, but the kid manages to make it all the way up. He has a lot of heart.
Thank you for recognizing that, Steve. Anybody who has
Didn't serve him very well this morning, but he has a lot of heart.
Wait a minute. The Maestro coming out to check on him.
Friday, June 10th, Summersville, West Virginia. Gear up! The People's Champion Stroll, the Maestro of Wrestling. We'll be there. Babies, grandmas, grandpas, grandmamas, grandpapas, mamas, daddies. Come on down. Join the party. NWA Mountain State Wrestling. Ooh la la.
Saturday, June 11th, Summers County, West Virginia, the Hinton Summers County Memorial Building. All you fans in Hinton, West Virginia, come on down and see the NWA Mountain State Wrestling Superstars. The Maestro will be there, Ricky Shane will be there, Johnny Blast will be there. Just come on out, we're all going to be there.
NWA Mountain State Wrestling, Chad Cross is back around here. Anybody who doesn't know who I am, you will know soon. And Saturday, June 18th, Alderson, West Virginia, come check us out.
Hey, Southern West Virginia, are you tired of the tricks and gimmicks when you're trying to buy a new car? Well, at Lewis Nissan, we'll guarantee you the absolute lowest price every day, plus 0% APR. We'll guarantee you the most for your trade-in. Bad credit or no credit, that is something Lewis can definitely help you with. And with Nissan's lineup of fuel-efficient vehicles, we'll also save you money down the road. Come on in today and get the best customer service guaranteed. Only at Lewis Nissan in Beckley. Call 1-800-TO-BECKLEY.
Kramer Security and Investigations, an industry leader, is currently hiring for the position of security officer throughout Southern West Virginia. At Kramer, quality begins and ends with our security officers. We are proud to offer a variety of shifts, competitive wages, professional training, and a great opportunity. For information, please call 304-256-0300. That's 256-0300, or apply in person at our Market Street Beckley or Walker Street Princeton locations. Kramer Security and Investigations, securing your future today. An equal opportunity employer.
For the past 16 years, Mark Hunt has helped hundreds of people who were injured in a car wreck. Mark Hunt and Associates help people put their lives back together after a car wreck. We get cars repaired, medical bills and lost wages paid, and get you the compensation deserved. Call Mark Hunt and Associates. We have the experience to help you when you can't help yourself. Mark Hunt and Associates, 304-344-1800, or on the web at www.markahunt.com.
Will get run right over top of by the King of West Virginia. And you can hear the ground shake as this man arrives. Oh!
Ricky Shane, I hate your stinking guts. Last time we were here in Fallsview, I beat you in the ring 1, 2, 3 and became King of West Virginia. Tonight, history's going to repeat itself, but it's not for no title and it's not going to be for no crown. I'm just going to beat you to a living pulp. I want to make your arm quiver like this with how much pain you're going to be in. Ricky Shane, tonight, you're going to die, and I'm going to laugh while I do it because Bulldozer crushes. Oh.
Just being idiots. A few in the front row there showing some respect and rightfully so for the ring royalty that is King Dozer. I hate this music.
This is the battle cry, the anthem of the man, former King of West Virginia and heavyweight champion Ricky Shane.
This morning it's a funeral procession.
Today on Mountain State Wrestling on Fox WVNS, Ricky Shane climbs into the ring with one of the biggest competitors this company has to offer, the Bulldozer. His size is not the only thing that's big. His mouth seems to be pretty big. But Bulldozer, you want to get on my camera and brag about being the king of West Virginia? You can't brag to me about something that I have already accomplished. You want a tournament that the former king was not even in. You want to walk around and you want to tell everybody you're going to beat on me? Frankly, son, I don't think you could whip cream. But we'll find out today here on Fox.
All right, Jay Styles, let's hear that answer. Why would you hang out with the fans instead of chasing?
Every single one of you,
Whoa.
pop star, that I hate every single one of you people.
Well, that makes two of us.
Especially the little girl in the pink right there. And when I'm done with this match, I'm going out there and I'm gonna eat you.
Like a boneless wing from Applebee's.
Oh my God, will you stop with
This is entertainment. All right, answer time, Jay Styles. Why would you hang out with the fans instead of Jason Kincaid?
Sometimes you have to look at the company you keep, and look deep inside yourself and know whether they are a true friend or somebody just running their coattails like they were to Ricky Shane.
So what you're saying is you have to look deep down inside of you and find out who you really are. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So Ricky Shane found out he was a loser and he chose to pair himself up with losers forever. He paired himself up with the fans. I see about, I don't know, a couple hundred losers a week here, cheering for guys like Ricky Shane and the Maestro. I guess birds of a feather, whatever. Bulldozer starting things off in control of this one. A very strong armbar on Ricky Shane, and when the Bulldozer wrenches down your arm, that's a lot different than a normal wrestler wrenching down your arm. You see Ricky Shane, he can't break that hold very easily, can he? Whoa, whoa, whoa!
But I think you spoke too soon, Steve. Ricky Shane, a master technician.
Ricky Shane, a master of getting hit with a forearm shot right there. Bulldozer goes into a side headlock, almost crushing the head of Ricky Shane in the process.
And now, wait a minute. What are we seeing here? The power of the dozer.
Ricky Shane tried to mount some offense, got met with a giant shoulder block.
Oh, and Ricky Shane bringing him down, and just a big boot to the head. And Bulldozer going out to regroup now, probably on the wrong side.
And the Bulldozer slowing things down. And that's a great strategy.
Wait a minute, is Ricky Shane gonna fly?
Oh my Lord!
Yes, he does!
Daredevil to the bitter end, Ricky Shane. But how much did that take out of him, Jonathan Styles?
Steve, even you have to tip your bandana at a move like that by raw talent Ricky Shane.
No, I don't.
And now Ricky Shane in complete control of this match as he tosses the Bulldozer back into the ring like yesterday's garbage that he is.
I can't wait till the Bulldozer hears your commentary. Hopefully he'll eat you along with that little girl.
He is not.
Well, I mean, it would take him a month and a half to eat somebody as rotund as you, but he can do it. Fantastic! Fantastic. Bulldozer just flattened him like a pancake with a fireman's carry into a slam.
And pin to
And Ricky Shane in a lot of trouble. That's a lot of weight and girth to have fallen down on you.
Oh, it is, Steve. And now, Bulldozer putting the boots to Ricky Shane.
Bulldozer measures him and just flattens him. Quite literally bulldozed over top of Ricky Shane.
Wait a minute now. Ricky Shane trying to rest for a moment.
No rest for the weary though. Bulldozer right back on top of him. And it appears our crowd's torn. Some of them are actually...
Oh no! Grab the ice pack for the Bulldozer.
I was going to say they're actually cheering for the Bulldozer, but Bulldozer just missed big there.
He definitely did, and Ricky Shane needs to capitalize now.
Well, Ricky Shane needed to capitalize, but Bulldozer, so big, so strong, and capable of absorbing so much punishment, didn't spend too much time resting in the corner there. He went right back after Ricky Shane, and these two men are trading some of the most vicious shots I've ever seen, and Dozer just chopped Ricky Shane down to the canvas.
And I tell you, I'm a little at a loss for words here, because I can't believe that the Dozer got the best of that chop fest between him and Ricky Shane.
Well, Jonathan Styles, with all due respect to Ricky Shane, of which I have very little, the Bulldozer is so strong. He's so powerful. Heck, you've been hit by him before. It's not like getting hit by a guy like Ricky Shane. The Bulldozer is just a dominant force.
And now the Bulldozer slowing the pace down. I have to question why. A man of the size of the Bulldozer, he should continue to capitalize with those power moves out there and set him up for the cement mixer or some of his other signature moves, Steve.
Well, the Bulldozer's also strong enough that he can squeeze on Ricky Shane's head and do a lot of damage without having to exhaust himself. Ricky Shane, though, fighting out, bounds off the ropes, Dozer picks him up, sidewalk slam, and Ricky Shane's ribs and back have got to be feeling that one.
I'm telling you, there may be cracked ribs after that sidewalk slam. Bulldozer came down full force there, ladies and gentlemen.
Ricky Shane trying to pull himself back up, using the ropes to help him. Maybe he should have thought about sliding to the outside. Double axe handle smash to the back, and Ricky Shane is back to screaming in pain.
Oh, wait a minute, no! Bulldozer now. I can't tell if he's wait a minute. You're not going to cover a former heavyweight champion like that.
He's the king of West Virginia. He can do a lot of things a mortal man cannot. He can also do something like that, choke him.
Cheat. Yeah, cheat.
Rule number 3 in wrestling school. Move number 3.
Are we talking about the Ron School of Wrestling again? The Ron Sexton School of Wrestling?
The Winter School of Wrestling. Once again, let me correct you.
And wait a minute. Bulldozer working his way to the top, but too little, too late.
And he got caught, and how Ricky Shane launches him off! And you can hear that from miles around! If Ricky Shane's had a chance to turn things in his favor in this match, now is that moment!
Absolutely, but Ricky Shane in such shearing pain, I don't know if he can get a chance to capitalize.
Bulldozer starting to rouse from this situation already, and it's a race to see which man will be the first to get to his feet. And Ricky Shane and the Bulldozer trading blows.
3 minutes.
Vicious forearm by the Dozer. Wicked forearm by Shane. Headbutt. Ricky Shane's on rubber leg. Shot to the solar plexus.
Now Ricky Shane trying to fight back. Go for that second win, but it might be unfortunate that it's too little, too late. No, I spoke too soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my Lord!
Buster.
Referee in position. 2 count. I can't believe Ricky Shane did that to the king of West Virginia.
I can't believe the Bulldozer got up after the Ricky Shane measuring them, but now.
Ricky Shane misses though. Dozer catches him. Choke slam!
What a choke slam by the Dozer.
He almost put him through the ring. That's going to be it. 2. Are you freaking kidding me? Andrew Gibson obviously wore out by calling 3 matches already this morning. He was too winded to make the 3 count in the appropriate time frame.
Ricky Shane legitimately kicked out of that.
Bulldozer missed big with the avalanche splash. Shane rolled him up. No! 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 Absolute travesty of justice. Last year's King Ricky Shane stealing the victory away from the Bulldozer. Andrew Gibson issuing a fast count.
That is not true.
I fully plan on leading the campaign to get Andrew Gibson fired for his obviously biased officiating.
That was a perfect.
What, you're going to tell me Ricky Shane earned that one? Ricky Shane bought that one.
That was a hard-fought victory by the former king of West Virginia wrestling.
All Ricky Shane had to do was give Andrew Gibson $20. The guy's only making $15 a show anyway.
What? How dare you say such horrible things? Leadership pays us all very well, sir.
What dreamland are you living in? He only pays guys like me and Carl well.
Whoa.
Bulldozer, though, looking on in absolute dismay. He is, for lack of a better word, pissed at the outcome this morning. This match was stolen from him.
It was not. Absolutely not at all. And that Bulldozer having a word with the fans as he takes that long.
What is that human stick boy in the front row thinking, trying to mouth off to King Dozer? He's already mad. You're lucky you're not a pancake kid.
Wait a minute, what is Bulldozer doing now? Wow, just amazing, everybody. I have got to give the former King of West Virginia, Ricky Shane, credit for beating the current King of West Virginia, the Bulldozer.
Whoop-de-freaking-do, Jacques Moliere. Your respect and admiration doesn't change the fact that Ricky Shane stole that match thanks to a biased official. He's as biased as you are, he's as biased as Jonathan Styles, and he is definitely as biased as that cricket promoter that appointed him to officiate that contest, Leonard Sims. And I'm tired of seeing this. Ricky Shane doesn't deserve the spot he's at. The Bulldozer crushes all. The Bulldozer should continue to crush all.
Well, I think you just need to relax a little bit. Take a chill pill, all right? You look a little red there. But fans,
I'm a redneck, thank you.
Watch NWA Mountain State Wrestling every Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. And don't forget about our website, NWAMountainState.com. There is no doubt to shout out about NWA Mountain State Wrestling.
We have crooked promoters.
10 pounds of leather and gold synonymous with greatness. This is NWA Mountain State Wrestling on Fox 59.